Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ontario Cryptids. Today marks episode 200, and every fifth episode I like to cover some clips that you may not have seen before and tell one encounter story. Today I'm going to be sharing a subscriber's account of what he and some others around him have been experiencing in North Carolina. But first, we're going to start off with some clips. Okay, if you have an encounter story that you would like to share, then please forward your stories to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. I would be honored to share your story with like-minded people. Now sit back and relax as we begin with today's episode. This video comes from Argentina. It was covered by the Daily Mail UK back in October of 2015. Here's what the article claims. This creepy photo purports to show the moment a tiny goblin emerged from thin air and ran through a kitchen alongside a toddler. The disturbing content was filmed in Argentina and initially shows the youngster talking to himself and playing on the floor. Suddenly, a little figure appears behind a young boy named Benjamin and runs quickly towards one of the counters before escaping into the garden. So the mother also claims that this goblin visits her son regularly, and leaves behind a nauseating smell. Also claiming that it is now that her son can talk to this peculiar creature. But anyways, why don't we take a look at this, which many believe is a hoax. But more importantly, what do you believe?
No se puede. Búscalo. Que te ayude.
Leave your comments below as to what you think of this clip. This next one was posted to Instagram and it was titled, Canines React to Sasquatch Howl. This one here looks like it's being credited to various different people. I see at least 3 folks or 3 individuals who have posted it. But why don't we take a look and you guys can determine for yourself whether this is staged. Maybe the animals did hear something, but was it truly a Sasquatch they heard, or was it something else?
I think it's time to go.
Please leave your comments below as to whether you think this is real or not. This next one was posted to Instagram by Elville 1.2 on October 28th of 2023. This clip shows lights coming down towards the ground and then starts to dance in the sky, one of which I can see gets extinguished. There's also a weird tiny light that they capture passing by them. Let's take a look at the clip and please leave your comments below as to what you think these are.
And nobody's saying shit.
Those are the angels.
What the fuck? Why isn't anyone...
Shh.
Yeah, look. Hey, my phone's shitty. I can't even... Bitch, what the fuck?
Dude, they're moving around.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, dog.
In this secondary viewpoint, you're going to see somebody else's angle of the same night. Now, I have removed the audio due to the music that's playing in the background. But the fella can be heard saying, "Derek, get out here." I'm going to leave the link below in the description so you can go and hear the actual audio to this clip. This photo is titled "The Day I Saw Bigfoot at the Bradshaw Ranch." So this picture is taken in Sedona, Arizona at the Bradshaw Ranch by a group called the National Paranormal Network. And what they do is they go around, I guess, to various different places and see if there are any entities, high strangeness going on, etc. And they bring all their equipment to see if they can capture anything. This picture, though, was taken by a cryptid researcher called Hoodoo. And basically how it came about was while they were doing their investigation at the ranch, one of the investigators saw a creature. And what came about through their discussion was that Hodo claimed that he had taken a photo of what he feels is what this fellow had encountered. And when he showed him the picture, he said that is exactly what the creature looked like. So this is the creature here in the photo. I'm going to highlight it, zoom in on it so you can have a better look. This one comes from an Instagram user called Deep Sky Dude, and it was posted on December 18th of 2023. So he claims that while he was filming Orion with the night vision, this happened. Do you see it? Leave a comment as to what you think Deep Sky Dude captured besides Orion. We're going to be heading to Rockingham, North Carolina, closer to the Little Petey River. Mark, who is a fellow subscriber, sent me a set of pictures of what he has taken around his property. So the format will be more like a slideshow of the different events that occurred in and around his property. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you a bird view perspective of Rockingham and the Petey River. So you can see the Petey River snaking through almost in the middle of this picture, this aerial. And all I see around it is patches of green. So there seems to be a lot of forested areas, as well as farmland. It looks like farmland in this section. All right, let's get to Mark's pictures. This is just one track, but it appeared to have an upset stomach. My brother, had a pit bull close to where this track was a few years ago, and it was killed by Bigfoot breaking his neck. This was taken in my older brother's backyard in Rockingham, North Carolina. This is at my creek across the road. The photo of this track was taken at my property across the road in front of my brother's house. I just sold the only house on that side of the road. I have had several encounters and just found a digital recorder where I recorded them one morning around 3 a.m. in my creek. This is a picture of my son with two tracks coming out of the creek. This is the house that I just sold. You can see how secluded it is. Here's a different angle. They are passing through the river as a trackway. This area is very secluded, so it's perfect cover. The creek runs to the Petey River. In this picture, you can see two tracks inside of one another. The second house on the right is where I found the new track. There was scat found back there as well. I was hunting on this island. I believe they were hunting too. They were killing the wild hogs. You can see how close I am to him. I would say about 30 yards. It's lying down under the tree. They were hunting hogs and deer. I didn't see anything but the tracks. there is one huge track going up to where it was lying. Special forces trained in this area and supposedly killed one that was very aggressive and flew it to Fort Bragg's military base at night. This is not my photo, but I had one with eyes like this watching me one day in a briar thicket. I had called the NC Wildlife Resource Commission because I kept seeing so many tracks. They sent a wildlife biologist, Bill Shaw, down to investigate. He said that it was a contaminated track because a deer track was in it. It was fresh. He said he saw Bigfoot tracks at Uwharrie National Forest all the time, but being a professional, he couldn't say that it was what it actually was and keep his job. All right, that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed these clips today. And I also want to thank Mark for sending in all the photos and descriptions to go along with them. I would have to say that North Carolina is a busy spot for Sasquatch. If you all recall, this is where Angie had her habituation with the hairy men and women of the forest. If these stories reminded you of an encounter that you may have had and would like to share, then please forward your encounters to OntarioCryptids@gmail.com. I would be honored to share your story on this channel. Now I'd like to take the time to thank the current OC members. If you want to learn more about the OC membership program, please head on over to the Communities tab on my channel to learn more. The current members are Jim, Teresa, Elizabeth, and Joe. Thank you guys so very much for your support. It's much appreciated. Thank you all for listening until the end. Please hit the like button on your way out and smash the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next week right here on Ontario Cryptids.